Hi, my name is Darcy Cole, and I would like to thank your family for joining our 4-H program. In this short video, we are going to talk briefly about the ways that the McLeod County 4-H program will communicate with families and resources that we have available to you. Before we jump into communication methods that we use, I'm going to briefly review what is expected of 4-H families. First of all, we expect that your family will enroll in 4-H every year. This is something that Minnesota 4-H requires. Originally you enrolled either online or through a paper form, and you will just recomplete this process every fall. Enrollment starts in mid-September, and you technically can go through May 15th to re-enroll. However, we do ask that here in McLeod County you would enroll by November 15th in order to continue to receive communications from our county office. We also ask that you take part in your 4-H Club monthly meetings. This is really going to be your front line of contact with the 4-H program and the volunteers in it. At your club meeting, they're going to discuss the things that your club is doing, but also share with you opportunities and activities related to things you could do at the county level. For that reason, I would highly encourage you to attend as many club meetings as possible for your family. We also expect that you're going to read 4-H communications, and we will go through very shortly how we communicate with you, but we ask that you be responsible for knowing what is in those communications. Also ask that you check our websites, and we will share those with you as well in this presentation, and those are going to be a place for you to find resources that are available to you. One of the neat things about 4-H is it allows you to be able to choose your involvement level. So we ask that you choose club, county, regional, state, or even national 4-H events and activities that are of interest to you and your family. 4-H project work is a big part of our program and is how our young people demonstrate their learning. They are able to showcase what they've done throughout the year at county fair or other activities we have throughout the year. So for that reason, we ask that you help your child set and strive to complete their 4-H project goals. Also ask that you would help to share your knowledge with other club members and serve on any committees within your club or at the county level that may be of interest to you. A really brief tip as we talk about 4-H projects is please start them early. It's really tempting to want to start them right before county fair. However, this is going to add a ton of stress to your life. And we also have other activities that do happen as far as judging before county fair, and those will have special due dates and judging dates, so watch for that information as it becomes available. We know that youth need help from their parents or guardians as they're selecting 4-H projects. You know what they're interested in or what they would like to learn about or what they have expertise in, so please help to encourage your child to explore those activities. We also would ask that you would help guide your child through their 4-H project work and help them to connect with educational resources or people that can help them learn about their areas of interest. Transportation to and from 4-H meetings and activities is the responsibility of the 4-H family. So just note that we would ask that you would do that, and also that a parent or guardian would stay at club meetings with their young person to be able to supervise and help them as needed. Finally, we do ask that, if interested, you become a 4-H adult volunteer. This means that you go through our 4-H screening process and that then you would be okayed by Minnesota 4-H to be volunteering within your club and sharing your expertise. As we talk about communication, it's important for you to understand who the people are that you should know that will be able to help you get your questions answered. First and probably the foremost person that you're going to end up connecting with is your 4-H club leader. This is the person that is in charge as a volunteer of your 4-H group or club. They are going to keep everything organized and help to plan agendas and make sure that all of your members are informed of what is happening, and then just to provide overall guidance to your club. They'll also help to plan your yearly club calendar and help to inform you of club activities and 4-H opportunities that may be available. And they also serve as the liaison between your club and county staff people. The next set of people that you may connect with through our 4-H program are project leaders, and some examples of these people include our leaders for our shooting sports program or our project superintendents for different livestock or animal science areas. These people are responsible for planning, coordinating, and conducting project trainings and meetings. Other people that will be able to really help you through your 4-H journey are other 4-H families in your club or within the county program. They will be able to share with you their experiences, and if you ask them questions, they'll be able to answer a lot of those things for you. The final group of people that I want to talk about are Extension 4-H staff people. There are 3 main contacts that you will have in the Extension office. First of all is myself. I am the Extension Educator for 4-H Youth Development here in McLeod County. My name is Darcy Cole, and in addition to myself, there are 2 support staff, Cindy Ludwig and Elizabeth Schmidt, which you'll see a picture of in our next piece of this presentation, so you can actually place a name with a face. But all of us are here to serve as a resource to you through our 4-H program, but also we help to plan, conduct, and evaluate the programming that happens on the county level. We assist our club and project leaders by providing them training and resources and oversight as they're working in their volunteer roles. We advise the public about 4-H opportunities, and I'm responsible for recruiting, training, and screening volunteers. In addition to these things, we really just provide the organization and the leadership to all of the county level activities that you may participate in. As I mentioned, you would get to see pictures of what the county staff look like here in McLeod County. You could see myself on the far left, and then our 2 support staff, Cindy and Elizabeth. They are people that are going to be greeting you at the front desk, but also helping to support our 4-H program however needed. So if you see these people, hopefully it'll be good for you to be able to recognize a face when you come into our 4-H office, either during the year or at county fair. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that we're going to discuss 4-H communications. So there are 5 main ways that we communicate with our 4-H families. First of all, we have a monthly e-newsletter, which is called the Clover Update, and that is sent as close to possible to the first of each month. And this is going to provide for you just a big picture of all of the county activities that are happening in that upcoming month. Then every Thursday you will receive a weekly email from our office that just gives you pertinent reminders of things that you should be knowing about that are coming up in the near future. In addition to this email type of communication, we also use 2 social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. We will use this to post reminders about upcoming things you should be aware of, also to share pictures and information about registering for activities. In addition to that, we use the Remind app, and this is an app that if you sign up for, you will get reminders about things that are coming up. We'll use it, for example, for shooting sports to remind you about practices or wildlife education activities that we're doing. If you sign up for some of our other groups, such as ambassadors or a county 4-H group, you will get things just to remind you about registering for activities and paperwork deadlines. Please note that we do send out all of our weather notifications using the Remind app, but we'll also post those on social media and send emails to those who have registered for events on days where we are canceling or changing something due to weather. There are a number of important 4-H websites that we utilize within the McLeod County 4-H program. One of those is the Minnesota 4-H webpage, and this is going to be where you will find all of the information that is consistent across the state. So things such as ID information at that time for animal science, things about joining 4-H, about project opportunities and activities, as well as information about state level activities. Our second website that is really specific to our county 4-H program is our McLeod County 4-H extension webpage, and this is where information is going to link to when you receive emails or newsletters from us with information. 2 other really important 4-H web pages that tend to get mixed up sometimes are 4-H Online and Fair Entry. 4-H Online is used for 4-H enrollment process. So this is where you'll go annually to re-enroll in our program each year, and it is also where you will ID animals if you choose to participate in those project areas, and it will be used to register for some state level events. The information that we get out of 4-H Online is what we'll use to communicate with you, so it's really important that you keep your email address current in there, and you'll also use that email address as your login information. Fair entry is used solely for fair registration, and that is for county fair. All of our 4-Hers who choose to participate in that need to register by July 15th for county fair registration, and this is the platform that you use to do that. You will use your 4-H Online password and email to register online for fair, but just remember that it is in the fair entry webpage. More information will come to you in May in regards to how to do that process. If you do online state fair registration, you will utilize both of these web pages as part of that process. I'd like to once again just thank you for your interest in the McLeod County 4-H program and choosing to be part of our 4-H family. If you have questions, remember that it is really important that you ask those questions. We want to make sure that you are successful in our 4-H program. You'll see my contact information here on the screen. Please do not hesitate to email or call me at any point for any question that you may have in regards to 4-H. If you have not already checked out our other new family videos, I would highly encourage you to do so, because they will provide you with a ton of other important and relevant information that will help you to be successful in 4-H.